What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing the Salomon Ultra Glides. Alright, let's just jump into it. First, I'm going to go over the things that I did like, and then I'm going to go over a few of the things that I wasn't a big fan of. First off, let's talk about the cushion. I should preface this by saying that I'm typically not a big fan of high cushion shoes or even mid cushion. I'm more of a minimalist. With that said, this shoe seems to be an exception to my preference to kind of the minimalist side of shoes. Coming in at 9.9 ounces, this is a pretty lightweight shoe with an exceptional amount of cushioning. The heel stack is 34 and the toe is 28, leaving a 6mm drop. And the Salomon Speed Cross is a 38 to a 28. So it's just as much cushioning and more in the heel, but these shoes could not be more different. The Ultra Glides fit to the name. It's like you're gliding. Some shoes I've run in that have this kind of cushion feel like they're stealing my energy or something like you're running on pillows, and these don't have that feel. The Energy Surge material that is this EVA material on the bottom, they have really done an excellent job creating this because it definitely gives back. It has that energy return as you're pushing off from that toe. It feels like the shoe isn't just absorbing that energy, it's actually pushing back. It's responsive to that energy you're putting into it. The cushion also provides, kind of a buffer between your joints and the ground, and I think this cushioning does a pretty good job at providing that buffer. And cushion in shoes is also supposed to provide some sort of protection between the bottom of your foot and rocks and whatever else is on the trail, and I think this cushioning was perfect. It wasn't too much cushion, but it also stopped the sharp rocks from really hurting my feet. This Energy Surge EVA material is also holding up quite well. I was slightly worried at the beginning that it would compress and kind of fall apart, but after 200 miles, or a little over 200 miles, it's still doing quite well, and I plan on continuing to run in these shoes. Moving to the upper part of the shoe, if you look at the toe box, it's a little bit wider than most of the other Salomon shoes that I've ever run in. Salomon tends to run a little bit narrow in the toe box. This toe box definitely is not wide, but it's not as narrow as a lot of the other Salomon shoes are, and I quite like that. The upper design and the material is great. They struck a perfect balance here between protection and breathability. These shoes were very breathable for hot runs in the summer, and this rubber protection around the toe box provided enough protection so that the mesh was safe, and then it also protected my toes quite a bit from like sharp rocks or sticks or anything else that's sticking out into the trail. And I also ran in these shoes for the DC Peaks 50 miler, and those conditions, if you haven't seen that video, those conditions got a little crazy, and I was actually surprised how long it took for the rain and the snow to get into my shoes. So I think they did a really good job, like I said, between having a balance between the protection versus breathability. As always, these shoes have the quick lace system that Salomon has on most, if not all, of their trail running shoes, and I absolutely love it. The only time I've ever had issues with the quick lace system is when there was a pair of shoes that had a really thin tongue, and so this quick lace system would dig into the top of my foot, but these shoes do not have that issue. So now we're down to my one complaint, and to be honest, it's not even really a complaint, it's just something that I wish was different, and it's just personal preference, and that would be the tread. The tread on the bottom of the shoe is okay for a trail shoe. It's not as aggressive as I personally like, but when it comes to tread, there's a trade-off between having aggressive tread or having a lighter running shoe, and it seems like the direction they were headed for on this shoe was a little bit lighter of a running shoe. And so I totally understand why they did what they did, but if I were to have designed this shoe, I would have put a little bit more aggressive tread on there, and I would have been totally fine taking that extra weight. After the first couple runs in these shoes, I fell in love with them. And I can honestly say these are my favorite Salomon running shoes that I've ever run in. I liked them so much that I even decided to run a 50 miler in them. That obviously ended out not working out, but I had full intention of running all 50 miles in these shoes. And when these shoes are worn out, I plan on ordering another one, because these will be my everyday go-to shoes. Unless I am in extreme conditions where I need aggressive tread or Gore-Tex or something like that, these will be my shoes that I'm gonna run in every day, and they're also gonna be the shoes that I'm gonna race in. I honestly think these shoes are the perfect shoe for any kind of runner, whether you're an elite ultra runner or a weekend warrior that gets out for a couple miles on the weekends. I think this shoe can be the go-to for anyone. So overall, I'd give these shoes a solid 9.5 out of 10. And like I said, the 0.5 that is missing from these shoes is just personal preference, that I would have liked a little bit more aggressive tread. Other than that, and I'm not overstating this, I think this shoe is borderline perfection. Thanks for watching. If you guys thought this was helpful or it helped answer any of your questions, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.